APGCL or mechanical or syllabus প্ৰথম to applied mechanics আৰু designer দিছে এটো হে 100 marks ৰে আহিব 2 hours থাকিব engineering mechanics দিছে engineering mechanics of free body diagram আৰু equilibrium trusses and frames virtual works kinematics and dynamics of particles and rigid bodies in plane motion impulse and momentum and energy formulation আৰু collision or ওপৰত আহিব mechanics আৰু materials of stress strain আহিব elastic constant Poisson's ratio, more circle for plane stress and plane strain, thin cylinder, shear force and bending moment diagram, bending and shear stresses report as a deflection of beams, torsion of circular sub, Euler's theory of columns, energy method, thermal stress, strain causes and testing of materials with universal testing machine, testing of hardness and impact strength গোটেইখিনি লাগিব theory of machine on displacement velocity and acceleration analysis of plane mechanism dynamic analysis of linkage cams gears and gear trains flywheels আৰু governors আহিব balancing খিনিও লাগিব reciprocating আৰু rotating marsor আৰু gyroscope to থাকিব বাকি vibration or syllabus খনত দিছে free and force vibration of single degree of freedom system effect of damping vibration isolation resonance critical speed of sub Machine design or design for static and dynamic loading, failure theory, fatigue strength and SN diagram, principles of design of machine elements such as bolted, riveted and welded joint, sub gears, rolling and sliding contact bearings, brakes and clutches, springs. Ekhini lagibo. Baki fluid machine mechanics or thermal science or porot যিখিনি আছে fluid mechanics of fluid or property fluid static monometry buoyancy forces on submerged bodies stability flow of floating bodies control volume analysis of mass momentum and energy fluid acceleration differential equation of continuity and momentum Bernoulli's equation dimensional analysis viscous flow of incompressible fluid boundary layer baki turbulent flow hawk flow through pipe head losses pipes bend এই গুটেখিনি লাগিব heat transfer তাকো heat transfer mode কেটা লাগিব one dimensional heat conduction resistance concept of electrical analogy heat transfer through fins আৰু unsteady heat conduction lamp parameter system Hessler's thermal boundary layer dimension parameter of in free and force convention heat transfer correlation for flow over flat plates throw pipes তাৰপিছত effect of turbulence or ওপৰত আহিব heat exchanger platform or ওপৰত আহিব LMTD আৰু NTU method or ওপৰত question আহিব radiative heat transfer ও আছে Stephen Boltzmann law Wien's displacement law black and gray surface view factors radiation network analysis গোটেইখিনি লাগিব thermodynamics আকৌ আছে thermodynamic system and processes properties of pure substances behavior of ideal and real gases zeroth law আৰু first law গোটেইখিনি লাগিব calculation of work heat in various processes second law of thermodynamic property charts and table availability and irreversibility thermodynamic relation আৰু এপ্লিকেশন খিনিও লাগিব thermal power engineering air and gas compressor vapor and gas power cycle concept of regeneration and reheat IC engine air standard auto diesel আৰু dual cycle or ওপৰত থাকিব refrigeration and air conditioning vapor and gas refrigeration heat pump cycle properties of Moster psychometric chart basic psychometric processes turbo machinery impulse and reaction principle velocity diagram লাগিব Pelton wheel Francis Kaplan turbine or eketa turbine লাগিব আৰু material science or ওপৰতো আহিব আৰু manufacturing or industrial engineering ও আছে materials of engineering materials of structure and properties of engineering materials phase diagram heat treatment stress strain diagram for engineering materials খিনি আহিব আৰু manufacturing of casting forming joining বুলি এটা স্পেশালি দি থৈ দিছে যেনেকা types of casting design of pattern molds and cores or ওপৰত solidification and cooling or ওপৰত riser and getting design or ওপৰতো question আহিব then দিয়া আছে plastic deformation আৰু EL criteria fundamental of hot and cold working process load estimation for bulk যেনেকা forging rolling extrusion drawing sheet যেনেকা shearing deep drawing bending metal forming process principle of power metallurgy principle of welding brazing soldering and adhesive bending baki machine and machine tool operation of mechanics of machining basic machine tools single and multi-point cutting tools or ওপৰত আহিব tool geometry and materials tool life and wear economics of machining principle of non-traditional machining process principle of work holding design of jigs and fixtures metrology or inspection of limits fits tolerance মানে এটা metrology টো লাগিব আগে পিছে বেলেগ syllabusত metrology টো নিদিয়ে বাট ইয়াত লাগিব linear আৰু angular measurement ৰ ওপৰতো আছে comparator আছে gauge design interferometry form and finish measurement alignment, testing method, tolerance analysis in manufacturing, and assembly. Computer CAD integrated manufacturing CAD/CAM or বিষয়ে basics খিনি আহিব আৰু procedure of planning and control forecasting model, aggregate production planning, scheduling, materials of requirement planning, MRP একেটাই লাগিব। Inventory control basics model কেটা, safety stock inventory কেটা আৰু system কেটা লাগিব, control system লাগিব। Operation research আছে মানে গোটেই ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰিঙত যিমান পঢ়িছিলে আপুনি গোটেইখিনি উঠাই দিছে। লিনিয়াৰ প্ৰগ্ৰেমিং, সিমপ্লেক্স মেথড, ট্ৰান্সপোৰ্টেশ্যন, এছাইনমেণ্ট, নেটৱৰ্ক ফ্লো, হেয়া চিম্পল কুইং পাৰ্ট CPM গোটেইখিনি আহিব। মেইনলি এক্সামত পাৰ্ট আৰু CPMৰ পৰাই কুৱেশ্যন অহা দেখা যায়। চ' এইখিনি মেকানিকেলৰ চিলেবাছ তেওঁলোকে পাব্লিছ কৰিছে।